Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday morning, March 25th. We're looking at window traders' market profiles of our three ETFs. And right now, with 75 minutes to go prior to the opening, the bear is rearing its ugly head
Sell, sell, sell.
as we are looking to gap lower in all three of these indices.
Don't buy, don't buy.
As finally we may get a follow-through of what this market has done at the end of each day. We've been going totally the opposite from whether we closed strong or closed weak. Well, right now, it looks like we're finally going to follow suit with how they sold off in the afternoon. Triple Qs already in balance in the monthly, the weekly, and they're looking to gap low. Remember, we all had pretty big price probes yesterday. We had a trend day they had three sets of single prints in Russell. Remember, we called this pretty well as far as this swing trade if you took it. We got any acceptance below that 217 and change level in IWM, and the destination was 207.21. Well, right now we're at 209.81. This has happened in less than a day since we said any acceptance below there will get it. That's going to be a very visual and critical level for them, as is the 204, 205 level. That's another level. So anywhere you want to take a range between 204, 207 is a very, very important level in IWM to hold. Any acceptance below that level, we will see around the 190 level. Considering we were at 234 not too long ago, it's a pretty healthy pullback if that is to happen. Okay, as far as SPY and ES, we are looking to take out last week's low, be firmly in balance in the weekly, the monthly still healthy, and the daily we're looking to come out of balance to the downside. So let's go over destinations and a game plan for this morning. So right now on the upside, yesterday's low was 387.47. We're almost $1.50 lower at this point. Remember, last week's low was 387.15. So right now on the upside, I will use 387.47, yesterday's low, as my first upside destination to fill the gap. Then we have 388.96, which is my overnight high. Then we have 389.29, the price probe, L's low from yesterday. 390.27, which was the price spike from yesterday. For the downside, right now, and again, there's 75 minutes to go, the pre-market low is 385.83. I'm sure there's a good chance that will go lower, but if it holds, below that we have a daily low of 385.31, and then another very important level, 381.42. That's going to be your next destination in the bigger picture in the SPY, that other weekly low. Below that, it's 379.92 afternoon pullback low from March 5th. Now, if that weekly low of 381.42 does not hold, we are going to see some floodgates open, because below that, we don't have anything to 372.64 daily low, and then the real important one, 371.88, which is this month's low right now. So it's critical around that 381 level for us to find buyers in the SPY in ES. Also, the 50-day moving average right now is 385.98. So we've basically traded right to it and held it the first time. So again, one day doesn't make a market. If we touch it and close above it, yeah, it's positive, but I wouldn't be putting out party hats. On the flip side, if you do close below it today, one day doesn't make a market, right? Again, yes, we can go down and see that 381 level. That's not bad. These are healthy pullbacks. However, just like in the IWM holding the 204, 205 level, the SPY wants to hold the 380, 381 level, or we have another $8 to $10 probably rather quickly to the downside. So game plan for this morning. Well, right now, gapping lower. All right, everybody will be screaming gap rules apply. And they apply to me when they're in context, when the gap is maybe $1 or less. Right now, the gap is just about $1, but think about where we're looking to open right now, right against the 50-day moving average. So do I want to take a short play right against the 50-day moving average? I don't. We might get a bounce the first time. I'm not saying we're going to, but we might. So I think I'd like to see some more market-generated information to see if we get an inventory adjustment right away. Look for a short against the gap. The gap fills, I'm out, and then I look for another short somewhere inside of M's range. Not looking for a long right now, even against the 50. I think I want to see how it reacts. Yeah, I guess you could take a small long and see the first time if it holds. Remember what happened in IWM yesterday? It went through the 50-day moving average like it wasn't even there. So if you're going to take a call play, remember it's against the gap, it's against lower value, it's against momentum selling, short selling. So just keep that in mind if you take the call play against the 50 to have a really, really tight out if it doesn't hold the first time there. Other than that, I do not have a call play right now. There isn't one. Until you get more market-generated information, there wouldn't be a call play right now, and I would still be looking for sales unless something changes where we fill the gap, where we start one-time framing up, things of that nature. Because every time somebody tries to buy the dip this morning, that's what's going to happen to them, just like yesterday afternoon. I told the room, once we took out eyes low yesterday, something changed. I said you either watch it or you look for shorts. And then on the charts, just going to show you SPY this morning. So here's the weekly, right? The monthly's healthy right now, right? This month's low is 371.88. Last month's low is 371.42. Now we still have 5 days to go and a lot can happen, but so far the monthly's hanging in there. Weekly, we take out last week's low, firmly in a 3-week balance. So 381.42, that's the level. That's the next level we're going to go test most likely. That's a key level because if you get acceptance below that, well then you're going to go test that 371.88 at some point, and again then down to the upper 360s. So that's critical for them to hold. Here's the daily. We're going to be coming out of a 4-day balance on a gap to the downside. 50-day moving average may provide a short-term bounce. Look at this, pre-market, it just did. We got below it, now we're up 50 cents above it. But again, that's only pre-market. So that's going to be interesting to see how we react there the first time. Volume right now, 800,000 with 75 minutes to go. So once again, with downside volume, it's going to be picking up. Good luck today. Use MGI as your guide. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.